Have you ever wondered if you could sharpen your intuition, that gut feeling that guides your best decisions? It's a question that blends ancient wisdom with modern science, and the answer might be simpler and more natural than you think. Today, we're diving deep into how you can charge up your intuition. And yes, we'll talk about that mysterious little part of your brain called the pineal gland. So, what does it even mean to charge your pineal gland? In scientific terms, this tiny gland in the center of your brain is your body's master clock. It produces melatonin, the hormone that regulates your sleep-wake cycle. When this rhythm, your circadian rhythm, is perfectly balanced, something amazing happens. Your brain finds it easier to slip into what are known as alpha and theta brainwave states. This isn't mystical jargon. It's the state of flow, that relaxed, focused zone, where creative ideas and intuitive insights seem to pop out of nowhere. Charging your pineal gland, then, is really about creating the perfect biological conditions for clarity and insight to emerge. The most powerful way to do this is completely free. Sunlight. Stepping outside for just a few minutes of morning sunlight signals your brain to wake up and be alert. Then, as the sun sets, the softer, warmer light tells your pineal gland it's time to start producing melatonin, preparing you for a restful night. This simple act of syncing with the sun's natural cycle is a fundamental step in balancing your inner rhythm. Of course, a regular sleep schedule is non-negotiable. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends, allows your pineal gland to rebalance and do its job effectively. Think of it as a nightly reset for your entire nervous system. And during the day, practices like meditation or even simple, deep breathing exercises work wonders. They lower cortisol, the stress hormone, and naturally increase those beneficial alpha waves, calming the mental chatter and allowing your inner voice to be heard. It's not about emptying your mind, but rather creating a quiet space where your own signals can come through, loud and clear. Now, let's talk about the incredible power of the natural world. Can spending time in nature, maybe near old trees or flowing rivers, actually help? The answer from both neuroscience and psychology is a resounding yes. When you immerse yourself in a natural environment, like a forest, you're doing something called forest bathing. This practice has been shown to lower the activity in the part of your brain responsible for worry and overthinking, what scientists call the default mode network. It shifts your nervous system into a state of parasympathetic.com, which is the ideal breeding ground for intuitive flashes. Physical activity is another key piece of the puzzle. Rhythmic sports like walking, swimming, or cycling do more than just keep you fit. They increase blood flow to your brain and release endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that sharpen your perception and improve your sense of timing. It's a state of alert relaxation, where your body and mind are perfectly in sync. And what about those magnificent old trees? Have you ever felt a sense of peace just by looking at one? There's science to that feeling. Natural environments are filled with fractal patterns, the repeating shapes you see in leaves, branches, snowflakes, and coastlines. Our brains are hardwired to recognize these patterns as safe and harmonious. Looking at them actually reduces stress and allows for deeper, more intuitive modes of thinking to take over. So, yes, your intuition is absolutely recharged by time spent with trees, by moving your body, and by soaking in the sunlight and the fresh air. As we build these healthy habits, it's also important to consider what we need to protect ourselves from. How do we protect the pineal gland? The truth is, its biggest enemies are the hallmarks of modern life: chronic stress and overstimulation. Constant stress keeps your body in a fight-or-flight mode, which is the opposite of the calm state needed for intuition. Another major factor is blue light exposure late at night from our phones, tablets, and computers. This artificial light tricks your pineal gland into thinking it's still daytime, suppressing melatonin production and disrupting your sleep. So, protecting your intuition means being mindful of your lifestyle. Minimize excessive stimulants like too much coffee or nicotine, which can throw your nervous system out of whack. Stay well hydrated, and ensure your diet is rich in essential minerals like magnesium, zinc, and iodine, which are all crucial for overall brain health. The most powerful act of protection is simple. Prioritize natural light during the day and embrace darkness at night. Create a sanctuary for sleep. Now, You might have seen some claims online about decalcifying the pineal gland, often involving substances like baking soda. Let's be very clear and careful here. There's currently no solid scientific proof that baking soda or any other single ingredient can specifically decalcify the pineal gland. Ingesting too much baking soda can actually be harmful, disrupting your body's delicate pH balance. The real, supported path to maintaining a healthy brain and glandular system isn't through chemical shortcuts. It's through a balanced diet, avoiding an excess of processed foods, and ensuring your body's natural detoxification systems are working properly. And how do you support those systems? Through quality sleep, regular movement, and clean nutrition. Your body is incredibly intelligent. Give it the right tools, and it will take care of itself. So, you might be thinking, this is all very interesting, but how does it apply to my real life? Especially in high-stakes environments like business or even trading. This is where it gets really powerful. When your circadian rhythm is balanced and you've cultivated a state of inner calm, your professional performance can transform. You'll find it easier to enter a state of flow, that zone of peak performance where you recognize patterns faster and react more smoothly under pressure. Your decision-making quality improves dramatically. You start to sense opportunities or risks before they are fully obvious, guided by a well-honed intuition. Your tolerance for stress increases, meaning you're less likely to make panicked, emotional decisions during periods of market volatility or business crises. Your mind becomes clearer, and your creative insights expand. You start to see new strategies, connections, and solutions that others might miss. In essence, by supporting your pineal gland's natural rhythm, you're re-enhancing your mental clarity and intuitive timing, the very qualities that separate good performers from elite ones in any fast-paced field. So, how can you put all this into practice? It doesn't require a radical life overhaul. You can start with a simple, powerful, daily ritual. In the morning, step outside for a few moments of sunlight and take 3 slow, deep breaths. This small act wakes up your pineal rhythm and sets a calm tone for the day. During your workday, make it a point to take short breaks for movement. Walk around the block, or if you can spend a few minutes near a park, some trees, or even a water fountain. This helps release accumulated stress. Then, in the evening, carve out just 10 minutes of quiet darkness before you go to sleep. Put away your phone, dim the lights, and just sit in stillness. This allows your melatonin levels to rise naturally, preparing you for deep, restorative rest. And if you're in a high-pressure profession like trading, before you start your session, take a minute for a short breathing focus. Close your eyes. Breathe in for a count of 4. Hold 4, 4, and exhale for 6. This simple technique can instantly shift you out of an anxious mindset and into that focused, intuitive flow state. Ultimately, enhancing your intuition isn't about chasing a magical fix. It's about returning to a more natural, balanced way of living. It's about listening to your body, syncing with the rhythms of nature, and creating the space for your own inner wisdom to shine through. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. I hope this has given you some practical tools to cultivate your own clarity and intuition. If you found this helpful, please give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more content on living a more balanced and insightful life. See you in the next one.